Hi everybody, thanks for joining me in the den today for a Stirling Monday. Today the soap I've got is my little sample of Stirling Queen of Hearts. I have got some already lathered on my brush. I'm going to be using my Yaki Mocha brush today. The razor I'm going to be using is my Gillette flare tip, same as I used last week, and the razor blade I'm going to be using today is a Shaverboy razor blade. I have not used one of these before, and I've got this packet, and for some reason I have an odd one, so that is in the razor, and we'll see how that goes today. It's a very cold day here, so I've got some warm water today. Got long sleeves. So we will get a drop of that warm water on my bristles and we will start the shave. I hope you're doing well. Now this Queen of Hearts is a lovely scent, a little bit darker than the last Stirling soap I tried, which was very bright and uplifting, beautifully smelling. It contains some caramel, vanilla, berries, honeysuckle, amber, sandalwood and jasmine. Now when I first smell it in the tub, I can really pick up a little bit of the caramel and a bit of the vanilla. Once it sits for a little while on my brush, that's just been sat for a few minutes, the honeysuckle starts to come out a little bit more, and as it sits on your skin it becomes a little more floral. I always think that honeysuckle how can I put it? I think it's quite a heavy scent. It kind of reminds me a little bit of, I don't know, an older woman's perfume perhaps, might have honeysuckle in it. That's what it reminds me of. But actually in the soap, with the caramel and the vanilla and the berries, it mixes very nicely. I like the smell initially, when I smell it in the tub, really nice. And when I read the ingredients, because I couldn't quite work out what the smell was that was sitting behind the caramel and the vanilla. And as soon as I read honeysuckle, it was one of those moments where you think, oh yeah, of course it is. As soon as I read that, didn't think I'd like it. But as it sits on the skin, I think it comes a little lighter, and it's certainly quite nice. If you're definitely not a fan of florals, then perhaps this isn't one for you. For myself, I'm quite enjoying it. I've used it in the week as well, but it's maybe not one that I'd buy a whole tub of. So there we are, that is my opinion of it. Now let's hope that this Shaverboy goes a little bit better than the razor blade we used last week. So I feel that this is not such a sharp blade, you know, perhaps a medium blade. it feels like it's tugging a little bit, and just very, very slightly. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to shave half of my face with this flare tip, and then I'm going to swap razors just to see if the blade is any better with a different razor, because this is definitely tugging and it's worse on my neck. I've got 3 days worth of growth, and perhaps it's just not sharp enough. For those 3 days of growth. I did have a good tip last week from Keith Yamada, and he said that his flare tip is a little finicky with blades. I'm not sure that Keith used the word finicky, but there we go. And but anyway, you get the idea. And he suggested that I might try the razor blade with another razor. So I'm going to do exactly that. And I'm going to pop it in my stainless steel Game Changer 0.84, just to see if it makes a difference to the blade, and if it does, I shall carry on, I think, with this new razor. Now, I have read about these Shaverboys. Oh, do you know what? It was worse in that razor. Really a lot worse. So yeah, I don't think they are a particularly sharp blade at all, and perhaps for 3 days growth, or if you have a heavy growth yourself, perhaps a sharper blade is needed. Now, I was reading about these Shaverboy super stainless blades, and it said that sometimes on a 3-piece razor it can make a noise when you tighten the razor up, and apparently it's because on some of the razor blades the central hole is not quite big enough. Now, do you know, this isn't perfect, but it's a lot better than that one. And this Game Changer is a brilliant razor. So it just goes to prove that the adage about different razor blades reacting differently in different razors is true. Do you know, it's a strange thing, isn't it? I thought that I would use on these Monday videos, I thought that I would pick out the razor blades that I've not used or not used often, and just have another area of interest for the shave. And so far I've got 2 blades that have not been brilliant, to say the least. Now on my top lip there, that was quite rough. So there we are, so far, 1 pass in with the Shaverboy blade. Now I know Shaverboy are a Canadian company. I did try and have a look at their website, but I can't get it. So either their website is down, which I think it is, or, well, I just think their website's down. So maybe it doesn't exist anymore. I'd be quite interested if you have any information. I don't know where their blades are made, probably China. I did notice that they were a super stainless blade. And I've just been looking up what actually super stainless steel is. And it is stainless steel that contains extra chromium. And the inclusion of the extra chromium in the production somehow forms a chromium oxide layer over the blade, and that protects the blade and makes it super resistant to degradation. So there we are, that is what super stainless steel is. It has higher levels of chromium in the steel, in case you were interested. There we are now, second pass. Second pass, this is quite nice. Absolutely no problem at all on this pass. I can smell the honeysuckle a little bit more now. But it's not as strong as it was a little while ago. I did put this on my wrist, put some on my wrist the other day, so I could smell it throughout the evening. And yeah, it's nice. Well, another typical soap from Stirling, to be honest. A nice blend of ingredients. And I think, looking at the Stirling website, that the name of the soap, Queen of Hearts, comes from a Dave Edmunds song from 1979. That was the year I left school. And of course the song was called Queen of Hearts. And there's just a line on the Stirling website in the description for this soap from the chorus of that song. Dave Edmunds, God, that takes me back. That is turning into quite a good shave on that second pass. Got a lovely bit of slickness from the soap. I do enjoy this brush. I love the pattern in the handle. I think it's really lovely. I like the shape very much. I'm pretty sure that Yaki call this their Mew handle, but it is the same knot. Sorry, they call it their Mew knot. But it is the same knot as the AP Shave Co. Sinbad, I believe. Do you know, I've been doing quite well with my lather lately. I seem to have inadvertently just started getting a little more water into my lather, and I'm finding my shave to be a lot more slick and a little bit better in that regard. And yet it's something that has just sort of happened on its own, thankfully. Oh yeah, I can really feel and hear that. Taking it off now. Now I would say that this razor blade for me is obviously it's working. It doesn't feel quite so comfortable again going against the grain, even though I've had 2 passes already. It feels like it is just lifting and snagging slightly on those hairs. Going across the grain is wonderful, really, really nice. And that bit is alright there. Perhaps my skin is a bit tougher there rather than on my neck. Snagged myself. There we are. And actually, not brilliant there. Well, that will do for me, but that is not the best shave I've ever had. I've got a really smooth top lip. The rest is okay. I do feel as if I need to go over again, like here, here. Of course, I'm not going to. I'm going to quit while I'm ahead, so to speak. Now, that will all settle down and it'll feel like I've had a better shave after about half an hour. For the moment, excuse me, I'm just going to go to my cupboard. There we are. I'm going to use my skin bracer today. Absolutely love this, as you know. Very hard not to pour too much into my hand, but that is, oh my God, this is good stuff. Oh, seriously, if you can get me a gallon of this, I'll have it. Wonderful. Made in the USA. So there we are, that is the Queen of Hearts from Stirling, a floral soap, and the floral is tempered by the caramel and the vanilla at the beginning. Comes out, the floral comes out after a little while, and it's sort of, again, it changes at the end. The sandalwood and the amber comes in. I quite like this one, not my favourite, but definitely not a bad scent at all. There we are, hope you're having a sterling Monday, whatever you're up to. You take care, look after yourselves. I'll see you very soon. Bye bye now.